we're going to start today's class in Child's Pose. So starting your class today in Child's Pose, move to one end of your mat, if you've got one. Coming onto your knees, relaxing the hips back into the heels, and then bring your chest all the way down to the floor. Relax your forehead down onto your mat or to the floor. Your arms can be fully extended all the way up over your head, up in front of you. Or if you want to, you can reach behind your body, just clinging onto the heels and letting the shoulders sink heavily down towards the floor. Either of these positions in Child's Pose. And then when you feel comfortable, when you feel settled, just gently close your eyes. Just taking a lovely long, slow breath in. And exhale, release, and relax. Starting your yoga practice today by focusing in on your breathing. Taking long, slow, deep inhales through your nose. And as you exhale, really feel your body just sort of releasing into your mat, the shoulders going heavy, the hips heavy into your heels. Deepen and slow your breathing. Try to make your inhales and your exhales the same length. And as you breathe, just start to notice the sensations you're feeling in your body this morning. Notice any areas of tightness or tension, any stiffness in the muscles and joints. Taking your time, just having a little bit of awareness of your body and of yourself today. I'd like for you to set an intention for your practice today. Figure out what it is that has brought you to your mat to practice yoga. It could be for yourself, for someone else, for something else. This reason could be different every time that you practice. Start to solidify that reason in your mind. And if at any point you find that your yoga practice is challenging you today, come back to that reason, to that intention, and allow it to guide you through your practice. Now if you've reached your hands back towards your heels, walk them out in front of you so they are fully outstretched up over your head. Take a big deep breath in, and as you exhale, walk your hands out as far as you can to the left until you feel a slightly deeper stretch into the right side of your body. Maybe you'll feel it all the way down into your hip, all the way through the side of the ribs up into your arm. Take another big breath in here. And then exhale, walking the hands all the way back to the center. This time another big breath in through the nose. And as you exhale, out through your nose again, walk the hands over to the right. Again, just as far as you feel comfortable, it doesn't have to be very far. Deepen that stretch into the left side of your body. Still trying to have the hips sunk heavily into the heels. Big breath in. And exhale, walking the hands all the way back to the center. Now pressing into your hands, lift the shoulders up and forwards, lift the hips out of your heels, coming to a tabletop position. Now adjust if you need to here. Make sure that you have your shoulders stacked over your wrists and your hips stacked over the knees. Spread your fingers out wide into the floor. Then taking a lovely big deep breath in, round your spine, tuck your chin into your chest, suck your belly button up as high to the ceiling as you can. And exhale. Relax through your back, push your tailbone up, really open the chest, open the shoulders. Inhale as you lift through the spine, tucking your chin so you can see between your knees. Exhale, relaxing all the way through, just starting to really mobilize every muscle of your back. Inhale, lifting, bring the spine up as high towards the ceiling as you can, really squeeze the belly button in. And exhale, relaxing all the way through, tailbone goes up. Open the chest and shoulders. Now coming back to your neutral spine, back to your tabletop position. Take a big deep breath and open your right arm all the way up to the ceiling, twisting to the right. Look up to your fingertips. And as you exhale, bring that arm all the way down, thread it through underneath the left arm. Relax onto the right shoulder. And then extend your left arm all the way up over your head so you have an L shape with your arms. Breathe deeply into the twist. Try to have your body weight relaxed into the shoulder so you haven't got any pressure in the neck. Maybe you're feeling this in your lower back, maybe into the sides of the body here a little bit as well. Take those big deep breaths and expand any areas that feel tight. Just starting to release some of that tension. And now walking your left hand back in towards your head. Inhale as you lift the right arm back up towards the ceiling. And exhale. Find your tabletop position once again. This time with the left arm. Inhale, lift and twist out to the left, opening up towards the ceiling. Exhale, thread that arm through underneath the right, relaxing down onto the left shoulder and extending your right arm up towards the top of your mat, L shape with your arms. Finding those deep, slow breaths, always trying to make them even so the inhales and the exhales are the same length. Expanding any areas that feel tight, and maybe you feel a difference between this side and the other side. Just noticing that in your body and in yourself. Now walking the right hand all the way back in towards your head. Push into that hand. As you inhale, lift the left arm all the way back up to the ceiling. And exhale. Tabletop position. Now from here, make sure the fingers are spread out wide, pressing down into your hands. Flex your toes, push back into the balls of your feet so that you can lift the knees. Unfold the legs, push your hips up towards the ceiling. Push back to a downward facing dog position. Now it will be a bit shorter than a normal downward facing dog. Really lengthen through the backs of the legs. Just letting the crown of the head relax down towards the mat so your neck is not straining forwards. Keep pushing the floor away with your hands. If you're finding you're really tight in your hamstrings and your legs today, just bend the knees a little bit here. That's okay. Just try to work towards keeping the back straight, and then you can straighten the legs. Take a big breath in here, make it as deep and as slow as you can. Just letting that breath go, trying to really settle. And now look to the space between your hands, walking your feet all the way up to that space. Have the feet about hip distance apart with the toes pointing forwards. And then let your head hang, little soft bend in the knees. hugging onto the elbows, maybe even having just a little sway from side to side, using gravity and the weight of your upper body to just really relax and create length through the back of your body. Maybe you feel this stretching all the way through the backs of the legs, maybe all the way up into the lower back. Do keep the knees soft, not locking out the legs. Now letting your arms hang down towards the mat. We're going to take a big deep breath up into an active forward fold. So take your hands up as high through your body as you need to flatten your back as you inhale. Maybe you keep the fingertips on the mat, maybe they're on your shins, even up on your thighs. Just try to flatten and lengthen through the back. And as you exhale, melt down into your forward fold. So really using that weight of your body once again. We're going to do that a few times with a few breaths. Inhale, lifting into your active forward fold. Try to flatten and lengthen your spine. Exhale, really melt down into it. Soften the knees if you need to. Inhale, lifting all the way up. Really open the chest and shoulders. Exhale, melting down. Now bend your knees as much as you need to bring the right hand right in front of your feet and place either the palm or the fingertips right in the center of your feet. Feel free to bend the knees, it's not a problem. You don't have to have the legs straight. Then taking a huge big in breath, and as you exhale, open the left arm out to the side, softening the right knee even more than the left, and twisting your body out to the left. Drive down into the heels. A little bit more of a bend into the right knee than the left. Take a huge big breath in. And as you exhale, bring the left arm down behind your back, reaching round as if you're trying to hook your hand onto the right thigh. Don't worry if you can't always reach, that's okay. Hand to the small of the back is good too. We're really opening into that left shoulder, looking up to the ceiling if that's comfortable for your neck. If not, just looking ahead. Beautiful, really nice. If you've wrapped your arm, release it all the way back up to the ceiling. And then left arm comes all the way back down, hanging down towards the mat. Making any adjustments you need to here, softening the knees. This time the left hand comes right into the center of the feet, right in front, placing the palm or the fingertips in front of your feet, so softening the knees as much as you need to. Big deep in breath, and as you exhale, open the right arm all the way up to the ceiling, this time softening the left knee a little bit more. Extend all the way up to the ceiling, opening through the chest and the shoulders. Beautiful big deep breaths. Inhaling, and as you exhale, wrap the right arm round behind your back. Either hand to the small of the back, or try to reach it round, hook that hand onto the left thigh. Right shoulder really opens all the way up to the ceiling. Almost feeling as if you're rolling that shoulder down your back. Looking up to the ceiling if that's comfortable. If not, just looking ahead. Breathing deeply, feeling grounded into the heels. And now releasing that right arm all the way back up to the ceiling. And taking the right hand down, back to the mat. Now whatever you need to do to get both hands down onto the mat here, bending the knees as much as you need to. Step your left leg back all the way to the back of the mat, settling into a lunge. Then bring the left hand to come in line with your right foot, opening the right arm up to the ceiling, twisting once again to the right.
So we're really going for that big shoulder opening, this time in a lunge position, really drawing that left thigh up away from the mat. And now bringing the right hand down, pressing both hands into your mat. Step that left foot back forwards, switching over this time. Press into the left foot, step your right leg all the way back, landing into a lunge. Good, lovely. Place the right hand next to your foot, opening your left arm up towards the ceiling. Twist to the left. Going for one line of energy from the right hand where it connects with the mat or the floor. Reach all the way up into the left fingertips, drawing the right thigh up away from your mat. And now bringing your left hand down. Press into the hands, stepping the right foot forwards. And then just let your head hang, let your arms hang, soften the knees. And we're going to unfurl all the way up to standing, as slow as you possibly can. Under control, stack each vertebra one by one, making your way all the way up to the top. We're going to move through some sun salutations now. So if you have a mat, come all the way to the top. If you don't have a mat, just make sure you've got space to move behind you. Bring your big toes together. Have your heels slightly apart, just finding your grounding, activating the legs and the core. Relax your shoulders, let your arms hang by your sides. Taking a lovely long, big breath in, send your arms up over your head. Exhale, forward fold, softening the knees as much as you need to. Inhale, lift, lengthen your back, active forward fold, lengthen all the way through your spine. Exhale, press your hands down into the mat, step your feet all the way back to plank. Or you have the option, if you want to lower your knees down to the mat in half plank. Now we're inhaling to lower all the way down to the floor. Squeeze the elbows into your ribs. Exhale as you push up into cobra. Little soft bend in the elbows, little back bend. Draw the shoulders away from your ears. Inhale, gently lowering all the way down. Exhale as you flex your feet, lift your hips up into downward facing dog. Spread your fingers out wide onto your mat or into the floor. Really push down into your index finger and your thumb. Try to connect with the shoulders, create space in the upper back. And now inhaling to step your feet all the way up to the top, in between your hands. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, lift your body, take your arms out to the sides and up over your heads. And exhale, bring your palms all the way down into your chest. Reset your feet here if you need to, big toes back together. And then inhale your arms all the way up. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, lift your body, lengthen your spine, active forward fold. Exhale, press your hands down, step back to plank or lower the knees to half plank. Inhale as you lower down, squeeze the elbows in tight. Exhale, cobra pose, shoulders away from the ears, lengthening the neck. Inhale, gently lowering down. Exhale, flex your feet, lift your hips, downward facing dog. This time I'd like you to think about having equal weight through your hands and your feet. So really pushing the floor away with your hands, lifting your hips up towards the ceiling, sending your energy down towards your heels to really lengthen through the backs of the legs, even if your heels don't touch the floor. And And now inhaling to step all the way up to the top. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, lift your body, take your arms out to the sides and up over your head. And exhale, palms all the way down. Round 3. Inhale, lifting your arms all the way up. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, lift, lengthen your back. Exhale, press your hands down, step back to plank or half plank. Inhale as you lower down, squeezing the elbows in tight. Try not to let your hips sag down towards the mat or the floor. And exhale, push up to your cobra. Shoulders down and away from your ears, little back bend. Inhale, gently lowering. And exhale, downward facing dog. Each time making your adjustments. Just making sure you're not cranking your neck to look forwards. Crown of the head points down to the mat. Look back between your legs or up towards your belly button. And inhaling to step all the way up to the top. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, lift your body, arms out to the sides and up over your head. And exhale, palms all the way down into your chest. We're going to do one more sun salutation sequence now. Inhale, take your arms all the way up. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, lift, lengthen your back. Exhale, plank or half plank. Inhale, lower all the way down to your mat. Squeeze the elbows in. Exhale, cobra pose. Inhale, gently lowering. And exhale, find your downward facing dog. Make all of your adjustments. Spreading the fingers wide, opening the shoulders. And then once you've done that, you have the option to pedal through the feet if you want to, by bending one knee at a time, pushing down into the opposite heel. And this can really help lengthen through the backs of the legs and work towards getting your heels down to the floor in your downward facing dog if they're not already. Now just find stillness in your downward facing dog. Settle your breathing. Beautiful big deep breaths. Notice your strength and your balance in your downward facing dog. Now when you are ready, raise your right leg up towards the ceiling. Bend your right knee. Try to bring your right heel towards your left hip, opening the knee up towards the ceiling, pointing the heel down towards the mat. Open your hips out to the right, looking under the right armpit if that feels okay for your balance. Scorpion pose. Now fully extending your leg back up towards the ceiling in three-legged dog. Bring that leg through underneath your body, your foot between your hands, come to a lunge. Unfold that leg. Secure the heel in your mat or in the floor, bump that leg up if you need to. And then when you feel ready, when you have your balance, lift your chest and arms go all the way up to the ceiling. Nice strong, high crescent lunge. Take a big breath in here. As you exhale, just sink a little bit deeper, find that little bit more strength, keeping the core strong, the abs engaged so you're not arching through the back. Now we're going to open out into Warrior Two. Open your hips out to the left, left heel goes down into the mat. Hips round with you, arms down to shoulder height. Just relax the shoulders. Left arm down, right arm up, reverse warrior. Really reach up into the right fingertips. And then come back to the center. Bending your right arm. Bring your forearm to rest on your thigh. Reach the left arm up and over your body to side angle. You have the option here if you want to take extended side angle, bringing the right hand down in front of the foot. Try to keep your chest and your shoulders open so your body isn't pointing down to the mat. Arm up over your head, bicep by your ear, finding length. And then coming all the way back up to the center to your warrior two. That's beautiful, really nice. Pivot round to face the top of your mat or coming back to your high lunge, arms up over your head. Toes, knees pointing forwards. And then press your hands down either side of your foot, plenty of pressure into your hands. Sweep the right leg back up towards the ceiling. Find your three-legged dog. Really feel as if someone is pulling your ankle away from your body. And then lower that foot down. Downward facing dog. Another chance to pedal through the feet here if you want to, if that feels good for you today. And now again, finding stillness. Noticing your strength in your downward facing dog position. Raise your left leg up towards the ceiling. Then bending your left knee, try to bring your left heel towards your right hip, knee pointing up towards the ceiling, heel pointing down towards the mat, opening the hips out to the left, looking underneath the left armpit if that's comfortable, if that's okay for your balance. Scorpion pose. Now extend the left leg up towards the ceiling, come back to your three-legged dog. Bring that leg through underneath your body, your foot between your hands. Come to a lunge. Nudging that foot up if you need to, make sure your heel is really secure and level on the floor of the mat. Lifting your chest, arms up over your head, into a strong high lunge. I'm just going to switch sides of my mat so I don't have my back to you. Now big deep breath in, exhale, sink a bit deeper, find that little bit more strength. Now we open out to the right into warrior two, right heel down into the mat, hips round with you, arms down to shoulder height. Relax the shoulders, bending into the left knee, right leg is straight, and then right arm down. Left arm up, reverse warrior. Come all the way back to the center, bending your left arm, forearm rests on the thigh, reach the right arm up and over your body to side angle. You have the option if you want to bring the left hand down onto the mat in extended side angle, trying to create a straight line from the right fingertips all the way down through the right side to where your right foot meets the mat. Breathe into it, keep the chest and the shoulders open. And come all the way back up to the center to your warrior two. Well done. Pivot round to face the top of your mat or coming back to your high lunge. Make it really strong. And then placing both hands down either side of your foot, plenty of pressure into the hands. Lift the left leg back up towards the ceiling, three-legged dog. Just holding strong here. Feeling as if someone has a hold of your ankle, is pulling your leg away from your body. And then gently lowering your leg back down onto your mat, and pedaling your feet once again if you want to, if that feels good. Now find stillness, holding your downward facing dog one last time. And now bring your shoulders over your wrists. Come to plank. We're gently lowering down to the mat now, lowering the body all the way down. And once you've lowered yourself all the way down, slide your hands forwards, bringing your elbows underneath the shoulders. Fingers spread out wide in Sphinx pose. So very much like your Cobra pose, but you're on your forearms rather than your hands. Still try to draw your shoulders down your back so you're not losing your neck and finding tension there. Just really lengthen, even softer back bend this time. And I'd just like you to drop your head down towards the mat as if you're trying to look to see your belly button. Again, not losing the neck as you do this. Still draw the shoulders down. Just feel that stretch into the back of the neck. Really lengthening all the way up into the vertebra at the top of the head, the top of the spine. And now lifting your head back to your Sphinx pose. Now I'd like you to bend your right knee in towards your right elbow. Bring that knee up as high as you possibly can. From here, take your left hand, slide it underneath the right arm and catch onto that knee. Once you've done that, relax down onto the left shoulder, extend your right arm up towards the ceiling, and then keep going with that right arm, opening it out to the right until you are in a lying spinal twist. You'll start to feel a stretch through the glute muscles, maybe the hamstring, the lower back as well, or even into the sides of the body with that twist too. Bring your focus back to those beautiful deep breaths. Try to let that right arm be heavy. And now coming back to Sphinx pose the same way we came in. Reach the right arm all the way up to the ceiling and bring the right forearm back down to the mat or to the floor. Release your knee with your left hand, replacing that left arm back in Sphinx pose on the forearms, and slide the right knee down so you have both legs extended out behind you. This time on the other side, bend the left knee in as close towards your left elbow as you can, and then take the right hand, take it underneath the left arm, catch onto your knee, relax down onto the right shoulder, opening your left arm up towards the ceiling, and then carrying on going out wide, lying spinal twist. Again, just noticing where you're feeling that stretch, that opening, glute muscles, hamstring, lower back, ribs. There's no right or wrong way to feel or where you feel this stretch. It just very much depends on where you have tightness in your body today. Where it's just feeling a little bit of extra congestion. That's where you need to send your breath to, really expanding those spaces. Now this time we're not coming back to Sphinx pose. Release your knee with your right hand, having both arms relaxed out to the sides, out wide. And then rolling all the way onto your back, round to the left, lifting the left knee up towards the ceiling. So your arms are out wide, you're lying on your back, and your left knee is raised up towards the ceiling. Now catch onto that knee with both hands. Taking a big deep breath in. And as you exhale, squeeze that knee in tight to your body. Now extend your leg all the way up to the ceiling. Get it as straight as you can. Catch onto either the thigh or the calf muscle, lacing your fingers, and just very gently draw that leg in towards your body until you feel a stretch all the way through the back of the leg. Keeping hold of either your thigh or your calf, wherever you're holding now. Very gently lean your left leg over to the right. Not a very big movement. Try to keep the left hip and the lower back pressed down into your mat. But just moving that leg over to the right until you feel a shift in the stretch. Maybe you start to feel it out into the right side, the left side of your leg, the left side of the calf muscle. Just shifting from the back of the leg into the side. Now bring your leg all the way back to the center. Releasing your leg, just let it float all the way down, letting that leg relax. This time, bend your right knee into your body. Hug onto that knee, taking a big deep breath. And as you exhale, squeeze your knee in tight to your body. Now extending your leg all the way up to the ceiling, straight as you can. Lace your fingers behind your thigh or your calf muscle and just gently drawing that leg in towards your body, stretching all the way through the back of the leg. Keeping hold of your leg, either your thigh or your calf. Just gently lean that leg over to the left. Doesn't have to be very far. Keep your right hip and your lower back in contact with the floor. Just moving that leg over to the left until you feel a shift in that stretch, going from the back of the leg all the way out into the right side, either of the thigh or the calf or both. And now bringing your leg all the way back to the center and just letting it float all the way down to the floor, allowing your leg to relax. Now this is your time to give your body whatever it needs to relax. Find a comfortable position for your body, anything that feels good for you. You can have your knees bent, your legs outstretched, your arms by your sides out wide, really whatever feels best for you today. And when you have found that comfortable position for your body, just gently close your eyes. Taking a lovely long, slow, deep breath in. And exhale. Release. Relax. Let go. Visualize a beautiful bright golden light surrounding your body. With every inhale, let that beautiful bright golden light fill your body from the top of your head all the way down your neck and your shoulders, down through your arms, into your hands, your fingers, all the way down through your body, into your legs, your feet, and the very ends of your toes. And as you exhale, let that bright golden light give you a sense of weightlessness. Inhale, let that beautiful bright golden light fill your body with warmth, positivity, confidence, and strength. And as you exhale, feel your body floating to a place of calm. Feel your mind drifting to a place of relaxation, finding peace in both your mind and your body. Start to bring a little bit of awareness back into your body now. Bring back some gentle movements to your body, anything that feels good for you. Maybe stretching out your arms and your legs. Maybe wriggling your fingers and your toes. Maybe bending your knees into your body and just letting them sway and rock. Any movement that feels good for you, and just send some energy and awareness back into your body. When you feel ready, just in your own time, make your way up to a comfortable seated position. Bringing your palms together in front of your chest and rubbing your hands together. Create lots of lovely, warm, positive energy between your hands. And when you have that energy there, reabsorb it back into your body. Take in all that goodness. And thank your body for your practice today. Bringing your palms back together, gently bowing your head and opening your eyes. Namaste.